Hey YouTube, welcome to another episode of News in 2 Minutes, bringing you the news that you need to know every day. Let's begin. The Libyan terror suspect that was captured in a raid that Libya called an illegal kidnapping where he was interrogated at sea for nearly a week is said to be suffering from an unknown medical condition that authorities say has nothing to do with the interrogation methods used in international waters. Agencies are reporting that the suspect was being held as an enemy combatant, a term that many within the community know from the National Defense Authorization Act of 2012, which may allow the United States to perform certain aspects of interrogation not normally recognized or allowed. Authorities in Russia are reported to be using draconian measures to round up and detain over 1,600 migrants in the country's largest display of ethnic difference in over 3 years. Local police say that vehicles laden with weapons have been found during the searches as migrant leaders called for an uprising to the authoritarian measures being used to detain seemingly innocent migrant workers. Israel's prime minister is increasing the call to action over Iran's nuclear program as he told his country and the world that easing pressure on Iran over its nuclear ambitions at this stage would be a historic mistake. Health officials are warning that toxic blooms of algae on Lake Erie, the fourth largest lake in North America, are infiltrating water treatment plants along the shoreline where they pose an immediate danger to thousands of residents that draw their drinking water from the nearby water source. Environmentalists are warning that the increase in algae blooms are a result of dead zones brought about by the overuse of fertilizers across the nation and may further distance the equilibrium of what mankind takes from the earth versus what is put back in. Typhoon Wifa, also known as Typhoon Tino in the Philippines, is forecast to strike Japan's southern islands on October 16th with winds as high as 130 miles per hour. Data supplied by the U.S. Navy and Air Force Joint Typhoon Warning Center suggests that the strong storm system will follow Japan's eastern coast, where it will pass extremely close to the Fukushima nuclear power plant, causing officials to warn operators to do all that they must to protect the plant from further damage or radiation leaks. And to wrap things up, Mexican states are beginning to take measures to stop the spread of cholera. A time bomb was set off in a hotel, followed by 2 additional explosions in Myanmar. Over 100,000 people are being evacuated from Vietnam. Yahoo is offering a standard encryption method that still does nothing to bypass the NSA's ability to spy on its users. And a strong earthquake measuring a 7.2 struck within the Philippines, cutting power, crumbling homes and buildings, and killing at least 20 people in today's quake watch. And that's it for this episode of News in 2 Minutes. Check back tomorrow for more news that the aware need the most. This week's News in 2 Minutes is brought to you by the Full Spectrum Survival DVD series. Learn the skills needed to prepare for a disaster before it happens, support our production, and become a part of the campaign today.